Hey, what's up, guys? Dane here, and I just wanted to make this video discussing layoffs because this is a huge issue in the modern age. Unemployment, the lack of jobs, and people getting laid off from their jobs. So I guess to begin, really with an overview of what I'm talking about, I will put up an image here showing that layoffs are expected to surpass the Great Recession this year, meaning it's not as bad as COVID was, because COVID was unexpected, and the lack of movement really put a lot of people out of work. Now, we don't have a lack of movement. We're not in a bear market. We're not in a period of, where the stock market's crashing. We have liquidity going into the markets. Companies are making profits, perhaps behind schedule, some. And I guess the sentiment could be better. And it's true we are in an economic slowdown right now. But this doesn't explain why we have, a rapid increase in the unemployment rate and relatively stagnant job openings, meaning this isn't a period of immense job opportunity, is what I'm trying to say, because there's actually just a lack of opportunities for people who are searching for jobs. Labor demand is very high, especially amongst young workers. I'll see if I can find an image that popped up on my X feed, which was showing like 16 to 19-year-old people. The unemployment rate is like 15%, and it's debatable. It's like, do you chalk that up to them not wanting jobs, them being lazy, everyone wanting to be YouTubers, or is there just not enough jobs for people? And this is a question everyone should be asking to themselves, because young people are the future, and if they have no work experience, then there will be no workers, or there will be workers, but they will be very unskilled to do jobs that are required. And it's true, AI is certainly going to take a lot of jobs, and it already has. The layoffs that we've seen are due to, we're in a period where, it's difficult to, borrow from the government. But also AI, just, if a company can increase their productivity by 3% from using AI, they will delete a certain amount of jobs. And if they have hundreds of thousands of employees, that's thousands of jobs that will be lost and have been lost. So yeah, AI is taking jobs, and it's also deleting jobs. When someone gets fired from their job, it's not that there's an opening. There's not a vacancy, for someone else to take. Those jobs are deleted, and these people can't find past jobs that have been deleted. So what they're forced to do is take jobs from people who are less skilled than them, move down a step, because that's the only shot they have at getting jobs, which increases the young person's unemployment rates. And I think everyone can intrinsically understand this. I mean, there are historic numbers of even college-age students not being able to find work after school. Hundreds of applicants on any job application they apply for. And it's, you're competing with people who have, multiple internships, etc. So yeah, there's a fundamental shift occurring. The whole labor market is completely reshaping. All the bad things we think about into the future about, wages not matching inflation, etc. It's like this is multiplied when your potential wage is even less than what you ought to be making. So not only do your wages not keep up with inflation, you're earning less than you should make in a lower percentile than you'd otherwise make because AI takes jobs of relatively skilled people and moves you down to, a lower income bracket. I mean, unless you're in the top 10% where AI can't do these jobs are, negotiating with, high level executives or, something along these lines that can't be done. What are you going to do if you're not there? It's crazy. As for the future and what to do about this, it's like you need to find a way to set yourself apart, which is difficult, or you need to find a way to make money independently from a job, and none of these are easy things. More and more, I'm becoming convinced that we'll all be on welfare checks at 20 years old because I don't know what you do. If you're just a normal dude, you can't really just be a normal dude. So that's it. Just kind of some rants on vacancy rates and unemployment, and these numbers can be messed with a lot. So I wouldn't really take into consideration the unemployment rate, because it's like jobs can fill positions and artificially lower the unemployment rate, but you might be doing horrible work for horrible pay, or you may have a vacancy rate stagnating while unemployment increases, or vacancy rates increasing as well while unemployment increases, which downplays the effect of unemployment. So these are my final thoughts. Check out all my links in the description below. We're all gonna make it, bro, but it's time to lock in.